Saul Mamby.
Oh, look at that. Mamby came right out. He didn't do what Magnifico did against Juan Laporte. He didn't start backing up. He came out to show the kid, hey, you're in for a fight tonight.
Mamby looks in great shape.
But, Sam, he's always in great shape. Always. This guy jumps rope. You should see him. People should just stop around the gym just to watch how he jumps rope.
Mamby's last fight, as Randy mentioned, 13 months ago, when he defeated Henry Mobley on August 21st, knocked him out in the 5th round.
But he just loves boxing so much. I'd like to point him out as I kind of compare him to the old boyfriend who just refuses to give up and keeps coming back to that young lady again. In this case, it happens to be the ring. He refuses to stay away.
We'll look to see if there are any differences in the style of Buddy McGirt now that he's gone over to Hector Roca as his trainer.
I think you're going to see a more relaxed Buddy McGirt, a more patient Buddy McGirt, but I think it's wrong to be patient tonight because the longer he waits against the sharpshooter Saoul Mamby, he'll pay for it.
Mamby's got the height and reach advantage on McGirt.
Certainly does. McGirt stands 5'6", Saoul Mamby 5'9", but more importantly, Mamby has a 29-inch reach, McGirt 26.5.
Tell the fans where you measure that reach. I know you do all the measuring with your tape measure that you carry in your pocket everywhere you go.
All the time. You just have the fighter extend their jabbing arm and you take it right from their chin down the jabbing arm to their middle knuckle. So in this case, 29 for Mamby, 26.5 for McGirt.
McGirt carrying that left hand very low.
And really, it's a more accurate gauge than when a guy sticks his arms out to the sides, which is the historical reach started by John L. Sullivan.
The wingspan.
That's it. That's all it is, which generally is around 69, 72 inches around there. A heavyweight will have about a 78-inch wingspan, arm span.
McGirt caught Mamby with a short left hook coming in, and Mamby has done a lot of holding, and that's what he's being cautioned about right now from referee Arthur McCanty.
Veteran referee in boxing. Two of the biggest fights he ref. Floyd Patterson's win over Inge Mario Hansen to become the first heavyweight to regain the title. And then Ali and Frazier, March 8th, 1971 in this very ring.
You know Saul Mamby has been around a long time when his record sheet is 3 pages long.
Most guys take up 1 page.
End of round 1. Saul Mamby in the light blue trunks. Buddy McGirt in the dark blue. Round 2 scheduled for 10 of our main event. Saul Mamby has 16 losses in his 17-year pro career. He has never been stopped in a fight. And Buddy McGirt is aware of it. He's got to be ready to go all the way against Mamby. Mamby kind of clawing with that jab.
Here's an incredible statistic. Buddy McGirt has fought 10 times, 10 rounds. Rather, okay, let's start over. He fought 10 rounds on 5 occasions. On the other hand, Saul Mamby has done 10 or more rounds on 32 occasions. That's just incredible. And he's fought 12 or more rounds on 13 occasions.
Mamby very smart, just taking an extra few seconds when he ties up McGirt. Just holding him there a little closer, not letting him do any damage. Buying some time. McGirt a little short with that left hook. It was blocked by Mamby. There's the defense that Randy talked about. McGirt digging to the body. That'll be a major part of his game plan.
In 1977, Saoul Mamby went over to Korat, Thailand, to take on junior welterweight champion Samsak Mangsurin, and they fought in front of 80,000 people, and it was a very close decision that Saoul Mamby lost. He said, that day I realized I could become a champion. And that time came in 1980 in February when he stopped then champion Sang-Hyun Kim in the 14th round, that time in Seoul, Korea. This guy has been a real world champion fighter all over the world.
That's a real good flurry by McGirt, showing his good hand speed and digging to the body.
He's backing McGirt up.
McGirt moving well. He's showing some good quickness.
So that's in that training with Hector Roca. I'm surprised we're just not seeing more of a buzzsaw style from McGirt. I think if he just tries boxing Mamby, and if he tries doing this for 10 rounds, he'll lose a decision.
Good left hook. McGirt landing right, left, and then backing out.
Mamby a bit sloppy when he threw that right hand. He stepped in with his right foot.
I have to admit, I'm really shocked when Buddy McGirt says his head wasn't in this fight with Frankie Warren. It's hard to conceive of because Buddy McGirt is such a dedicated fighter. He works so hard to get to where he is.
Round number 3.
Round 3 scheduled for 10. I gave Buddy McGirt the first 2 rounds. How about you?
Same thing. They've been very close rounds. The first round, I only gave to McGirt because Mamby certainly didn't win.
Mamby, the man holding. Uncle McCarthy stepping in. Good right hand by Mamby, dropping it in.
Yeah, he didn't slap with that right hand.
McGirt digging back, gets caught with a left hook as they start to trade.
McGirt has a good chin. He's never been off his feet, amateur or pro. And in the amateurs, he won 54 out of 63 fights.
Mamby has 16 knockouts in his pro career. There's 37 wins. They trade, and Mamby's getting the better of it. In the trades, Mamby's getting the best of it.
Hey, he's traded with some of the best. Former welterweight contender Harold Weston Jr., former junior welterweight contender Nanny Marrero. Then let's step up a bit. Former junior welterweight champion Antonio Cervantes, the great Roberto Duran, and on and on.
McGirt digging the left hand.
And nobody has ever stopped him. Esteban de Jesus. He stopped de Jesus in the 13th round in 1980.
You can see how difficult Mamby is to fight. He's got those long arms. He wraps them around the gloves and he holds on. Catches McGirt on the top of the head with the right hand. Good round thus far from Mamby. He's landed some good shots.
And he gets right on top of McGirt, taking any real punching power away. There's left hooks McGirt are landing are slapping him.
McGirt getting the left hook in. Frankie Warren didn't give McGirt too much punching room, but what Frankie Warren did as opposed to Mamby, Warren just bulled McGirt across the ring, pushed him up against the ropes and wouldn't let him come off. Here, this fight is in the middle of the ring. There's a double up right by McGirt and a good one.
He caught Arthur McCanny warning Buddy McGirt for a low shot. Just wanted him to watch it. You don't lose any points for a warning.
Again, the trade, Mamby a little off balance. Good left hook gets in by McGirt. McGirt showing good punching power.
You know, it's amazing. We mentioned that Saul Mamby has never been knocked out. Sam, forget that. He's never been knocked down.
Close round. Early on, it looked like all Mamby. McGirt has fought back with some good shots late in this round as we head for the bell. Saul Mamby in the light blue. Buddy McGirt in the dark blue. Round 4 scheduled for 10. Good, tough battle. Mamby at 39 years old after a 13-month layoff and looking pretty good. Mamby who won the junior welterweight championship in 1980, defended it 5 times successfully before losing it in 1982 to Leroy Halley. Fought Halley again for the title and lost the 12-round decision. First time was a 15-rounder that Halley won. Then tried again against Billy Costello in November of 1984 and lost a 12-round decision to Costello.
That time, Mamby jumped in with that right hand, fell short by about close to a foot. He's getting cocky. He's landed the right hand. He had a nice round in the third, and I think he feels that right hand can find a home on the mouth of McGirt.
The thing about McGirt, has always fought well in spurts. Flurries. He's showing he's digging those punches well. He's throwing in combinations in close.
Well, he's trying to dig the punch. He's trying to get the leverage. But you notice how Saoul Mamby, you see the left arm of Mamby wrapped around the back, just trying to move McGirt out of position, keeping him off balance.
The experience that Saoul Mamby talked about. Good right hand by McGirt.
That was a good shot by McGirt, but so many times Mamby moves in with a shot. He moves in throwing punches, and he ducks.
Just a little thing. Grabs him behind the head, and he pulls him in tight.
What that does, that just keeps McGirt from landing any kind of shots.
With a stern command to the fighters, and they obey one of the great referees of all time.
Mamby has quite a sense of humor. He said his hobbies in life, he likes to draw, he likes to sing, especially in the shower. He said he loves counting money, and he loves looking and talking to beautiful women. Hey, I think we have the same one.
Same interest, huh?
Counting money.
Oh. Good combination by McGirt. As he chops away with that left hook. Mamby trying to keep McGirt off, and McGirt belts his way in. Looks like McGirt is getting to Mamby a little bit late in round 4. A real good round for Buddy McGirt.
Yes, that was his best round of the fight. I gave him the first 2 rounds to Saoul Mamby, but Buddy was quite busy in that last round, and Saoul Mamby too defensive. Did too much ducking, not enough punching.
Hey, we're in agreement on this one. Ooh. Well, once in a while we agree. Nice combination by McGirt. Again, right hand, straight right, left hook, backed out of there before Mamby could counter. Nice moves by McGirt. He looks real good. As I said earlier, I was almost shocked when I watched that fight against Frankie Warren. I really said, this is not the Buddy McGirt we've seen so many times. He let Warren dictate the fight. And Warren just doesn't seem, to me, I didn't think Warren would have the strength to match Buddy McGirt. McGirt let Warren push him around the ring that night.
Well, as you heard Buddy McGirt say, I should have stayed in bed that day. But you talk about opposite fighters. 2
good left hooks by McGirt. Backed off Mamby. Stumbles a little bit, but comes on for more. Mamby with determination, but not landing much.
You'll see that survival instinct now in Mamby. I mean, Frankie Warren, a guy shorter than I am and a little slugger, and he's got a guy about 6 inches taller than Frankie Warren in Saoul Mamby and a boxer. So McGirt has gone from one extreme to the other.
Different styles. McGirt has been very effective with that right hand lead. And then following that with his left hook.
One thing about Mamby, he knows how to win. He also knows how to lose, and not many guys do. Should he lose his fight, I think he'll be the first to say, hey, this kid is going far. He's a gauge of talent, especially when he's been in with all those guys from Durant on down.
It's interesting. McGirt landed a chopping right hand, and Mamby acknowledged it. A little shake of the head. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Mamby knows he's in with a real good fighter.
Mamby looks up at the clock. Checks to see what he's got to do here in the final seconds of the round. 35 seconds to go. Good left hook by McGirt. McGirt getting the better of the exchanges.
A title shot could loom for the winner of this fight against the WBC junior welterweight champion from Japan, Toyoshi Hamada.
Time winding down in round 5. Buddy McGirt building up the early lead in this battle of junior welterweights as they come to the bell. Round 6 scheduled for 10, and boy, this has been a good one. I've got McGirt ahead 4-1. How about you?
Same thing, Sam.
Yeah. That was a good round. Mamby is such a game performer, battling McGirt. But in those last few times that they've traded, McGirt has got the best of it. Mamby's been a little slow with his jab, and McGirt has been able to step away from it, then move inside.
Surprisingly, the jab of Mamby has been absent, but it's been absent because he's wanted to stand on the inside. He's not using his 20-foot rings. Surprising.
Well, he's 39 years old. I don't know how much he has left in the legs.
Oh, but I've seen him, Sam, I've seen him in the gym jump rope for a half hour, not even so much as take a deep breath.
Yeah.
He could dance if he has to. He attributes his real good condition to the fact that he lives a very clean life. He says, I've got a drug-free body. And he goes around and he talks to the high schools and colleges in the area. Real example of what a champion should be.
Fine person and a fine fighter for many, many years. 17 years in professional boxing. Saul Mamby.
Mamby trying to outfight McGirt and McGirt's own fight. And as the expression goes, you got to make a guy fight your fight. Mamby is not making the shorter, younger, more inexperienced McGirt fight the boxing kind of fight.
Buddy McGirt was 5 years old when Saul Mamby fought his first pro fight.
And he was 1 year old when Mamby started boxing as an amateur in 1965.
Mamby talking to McGirt.
Well, he's trying to make him lose his cool. That's what he's doing. Some guys talk. They don't know why they're talking. But Mamby got rocked in that left hook.
Again, the right hand follows. McGirt pours in. Mamby doing a lot of holding, tying up McGirt. Trying to quiet that power. 40 seconds left. Again, the left hook by McGirt. Boy, he's putting his body into those shots. Mamby. Boy, he can take some punches. He's something.
McGirt is totally into this fight. He's got everything going for him. His right hand, his left hook. He's got his infighting going for him on the outside. His defense is magnificent.
Mamby takes a deep breath. And they trade. Big left hook by McGirt. That rocks Saul Mamby, and he holds on as the final seconds of round 6 tick off.
Number 7.
Sam Rosen and Randy Gordon ringside at Madison Square Garden Spelt Forum. This is our main event. James Buddy McGirt, 28-1, going against Saul Mamby, 37-16-5. And between rounds in the corner of Saul Mamby, he didn't really get much instruction. Maybe he doesn't need much instruction, but it was more encouragement and cheerleading. Fight, make him fight your fight. Come on, you've got 3 more rounds.
Well, if this is a young kid we're talking about, that would be one thing. But you've got Mamby sitting on the stool, and the guy who's giving those instructions was Emil Griffith, the former 6-time champion. I think that's all that's necessary. You tell the guy, make him fight your fight. Mamby knows what he means.
Okay. McGirt rocked Mamby.
As we pointed it out last round.
Late in the round. Sorry, Randy.
Sam, we pointed it out last round that he's not making him fight his fight. He is fighting McGirt's fight. And now you see Mamby listening to Emil Griffith, tying his man up on the inside. And as soon as McKenny breaks him, you'll see some jabs from Mamby.
Watch out here. Let's see. Tape on the wrist.
See, a lot of that adhesive tape when it gets wet with the Vaseline. And
continues with a little under 2 minutes to go. McGirt with life and confidence. How many times we've seen Buddy McGirt tire around the 7th or 8th round? Right now he looks fresh and confident. Up on his toes. Moving better than we've seen him.
And now he's saying to Mamby, okay, I fought with you for those first 4 rounds or so, first 5 rounds. You're doing what I wanted to do. Now let's see, you want to box? I'll box with you.
McGirt, good combination.
And Mamby again nods in approval. Hey, good shot, kid.
But the one thing, and the smart thing, to Buddy McGirt's credit, he knows Mamby cannot be taken out. He just can't be taken out. The best in the world have not been able to do it. Now Buddy McGirt, who wants to be one of the best in the world, is very close. He knows he's got to go the distance with him. He's got to beat him each round, and that's the way he's fought. And right now, I've got him ahead 5-1.
Same thing on my scorecard, Sam. The rounds are close. They're competitive, but it's McGirt who's winning them.
Mamby missing with that jab.
The only round that really wasn't that close was round number 5 when McGirt started to pull away, out slugging Mamby in close and just about at every turn.
That was a crisp jab by Mamby, but look at McGirt answer with the combinations.
Just moving his hands more than Mamby.
Mamby holding on. This is the end of round 7.
Number 8.
One loss for Frankie Warren, July 20th in Corpus Christi, a 10-round decision. The one draw was in his first professional fight back in March 2nd, 1982, to Lamont Heathcoach, 4-round draw. McGirt's kept up a steady pace, fighting 6 or 7 times each year.
I believe a fighter should stay at it, especially if you have a first-round knockout or something quick like that, right back in the ring a couple weeks later. If you're Mike Tyson, a couple days later. I'd like to just take this moment to say congratulations to Marvin Cohn, the Deputy Commissioner of the New York State Athletic Commission. He's been with the commission now for 35 years under 8 chairmen.
And doing always
In
an
1970,
outstanding job.
unbelievable. The Walker Award in 1979. He was the one who yanked my pro license in 1976.
Smartest movie ever made.
Thanks, Marvin.
Slapping left hook by McGirt. But scoring nonetheless better than Mamby. Mamby, as always, competitive, tremendous heart, tremendous chin. But the younger man looks a little bit better. The left hook by McGirt.
Keep him up, Saul.
McGirt conserving energy when he doesn't see an opening. Doesn't waste the punches. There he goes with those combinations. And what McGirt has done very effectively is gotten in his couple of good punches and slipped away from Mamby.
Mamby was trying to
Good right.
talk himself into having power. He said, you know, as you get older, you get more power. But you're not going to see Wally Backman, as he gets older, start hitting 50 home runs a year.
No, I think
If you're not a home run hitter, you're just not going to hit him. That's all there is to it. Mamby is not a knockout hitter. He's not going to knock guys out. Occasionally, he'll stop them on TKOs.
right hand scoring for McGirt. Pretty quiet round. Perhaps the quietest round of the fight as we come to the bell. Round 9 in what has been a very well-contested fight, but the way I've seen it, it's one-sided in the numbers for Buddy McGirt. What about you, Randy?
Same thing. 7-1 in rounds for Buddy McGirt.
And the trade goes on. The game Mamby continues to be backed up by the stronger Buddy McGirt.
I think the curiosity now is, can McGirt stop Mamby? Can Mamby come back and find that one miracle punch? Or is he out of miracles?
And again, the tape. They did some sparring together. Times Square gym.
There he tried the movement. He tried to move those hands.
Good straight right. Again, a good right. McGirt landing some big punches and rocking Mamby.
Well, you saw Mamby's legs doing Mr. Bojangles there when he got hit with the right hand.
Look at McGirt put everything into those punches. Big right hand, and Mamby holds on again. He's busted up his nose. The some blood coming from the nose of Saul Mamby. Again, the right hand. McGirt really going for it. McGirt looking strong. Mamby holding on here.
Well, as I said earlier, the only curiosity left is whether McGirt can stop Mamby, and Mamby's got that one miracle left. I see no miracles in him.
No.
I do see McGirt coming on possibly to stop him, but we'll see Mamby survive now. You'll learn how to survive if you watch Mamby.
I've always admired Buddy McGirt, and I've always felt he has the capabilities of reaching title contention and maybe even winning the championship. This is the best I've ever seen him. Outstanding fight.
He wants to slug it out now with Mamby, and I give Mamby all the credit in the world. He's got a 20-foot ring here. He hasn't used it. He could have run all night long, but he didn't.
Hasn't backed off a bit. You think he made a mistake by trying to fight the wrong style of fight, or do you think that that maybe he just doesn't have the legs that we think he has?
Well, I still think he has those legs. I think he did fight the wrong fight, but from the outside, he realized this is a talented fighter. I'm not sure I can outbox him.
McGirt continues to land those chopping right hands. Late in round 9. Another big round for McGirt. Mamby steals a look at the clock. Mamby trying, but doing more holding than anything else. Getting a few punches in. End of round 9. They said, just box him. Just box him. I think they feel secure in the fact that McGirt is a wide lead in this fight. From our vantage point, it's been one-sided.
Arthur McCanny just kept out of the way. He's only come in to break a few clinches. And when he comes in with force. He comes in with authority. The fighters listen to him. I hope the young reps out there are watching.
Well, Arthur's son, who's a fine young referee, is in the audience and watching. Another fine young referee, Aldo Bianco, worked a fight earlier. The co-feature with Juan Laporte winning over Jimmy Magnifico. And did his usual fine job. That's good for boxing to see good young referees like that. Right here, 10th and final round, Buddy McGirt showing no signs of wearing down. That's another good point on his part. Not slowed down. He's kept up a good pace. He's been tested by Saul Mamby. And he's really withstood the test.
Buddy McGirt was told in his corner after round 9, this guy's way behind. His only prayer to win the fight is going to come out. He's going to try to knock you out. Keep those hands up. Don't get caught.
Mamby going one punch at a time here. And not much left. McGirt, more power as they go toe-to-toe. Mamby digging down deep. All those 17 years of pro experience. The time is winding down on what might be Saul Mamby's last fight. Who knows? He's got a big heart. Looks up at the clock. 39-year-old Saul Mamby cut on the bridge of his nose. Opened up last round by the flurry of Buddy McGirt.
Sam, the ring is his love. I don't know if he'll ever give it up. And if he does give up fighting, he'll stay around. He'll be an outstanding manager trainer.
I was just thinking the same thing. A guy with so much knowledge, so much love of the game. McGirt, the stronger of the two, lands the combination. Quick, short left, followed by the straight right hand. It's been McGirt. Mamby getting in the occasional shot. The early rounds were pretty close. I think in the last 5 or 6, I think they've been clearly McGirt's. But again, we don't count on the scorecard. Final seconds of the fight.